about this? Kamala trying to explain innovation at a conference in Las Vegas. Hey, but someone's going to pay her to speak. I don't know why. And you have to see there's so many of these gaffes, embarrassing moments. I don't know what planet she lives on, not with the rest of us. In her own little world, let's hear her in her own words.
So I was willing to give up whatever might be the tracking of Kamala Harris's particular fondness for nacho cheese Doritos for the sake of getting a big bag of Doritos as I watched the Oscars.
That's the consumer behavior.
And that's right.
There was a joke that bombed about her watching the Oscars. Apparently she likes Doritos. Let's roll this again.
The tracking of Kamala Harris's particular fondness for nacho cheese Doritos for the sake of getting a big bag of Doritos as I watched the Oscars.
That's the consumer behavior.
And that's right, but here's the thing. At what point do we also uplift and highlight the consumer's right to also expect? And you can debate with me if it should be a right. I think it should.
I think she's drunk again, and I don't know if you guys can hear her anyway, but she's not very good at these things. She really needs to just step away from the public, but I guess she spent so much money in the election, maybe she's in debt, and if she can get a paid speaking gig in Vegas, she'll take it. But man, we dodged a bullet. I can criticize Trump for his criticism of Massey, but it could have been so much worse if we would have had Kamala.
Oh, no.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You exist in the content.
It isn't you on television. Mike, look at her. No.
Imagine that. Oh, the man in the high tower. Imagine the parallel world with Kamala Harris as our president. God help us. Kennedy of Fox News slamming Joy Behar of The View. Pretty hilariously.
I auditioned for The View in 2003 and went pretty far through the process and got along great because Star was there. Barbara Walters is still alive. God rest her soul. She was lovely. Meredith Vieira was still there. We talked about conservative politics. Joy was a talking hemorrhoid in an auburn wig.
Talking hemorrhoid in an auburn wig. Not pulling any punches. Yeah, and Behar deserves it. She is a nasty person. Apparently and really lacks the talent as well. Let's see if she gets into that. Otherwise, I'll fill you in.
She was so ungracious and awful, and she had a comedy writer writing her little lines during the breaks, and I was like, she's not even funny. She's not reacting to anything. She's not thinking in the moment. And then I made some jokes because it's a conversational show before it became an unwatchable abortion. Because usually they're so much fun to watch.
Yes, they really are.
And she said to me during the break, I'll handle the comedy here.
No
And
way.
I said, great, whenever you start, like, I'll ease up on the joke.
You can't judge a book by its cover, and that is one ugly cover.
It's a leathery cover, Greg.
It's a leathery, beat-up cover. All right.
Wow. Nasty, miserable, no talent hack who has people writing all of her jokes for her and all of her, angry attacks on Trump and Elon and what have you. So I don't know why she's still there. Perhaps they'll toss her one of these days or cancel that awful show. Would have been great if Kennedy was on there. Then it'll at least be watchable. But you got to have a balance because, as you're also saying in this article, it's just it's a dumbed down left-wing echo chamber. I don't know who would want to tune into Sunny and Joy and Whoopi. I mean, it's pretty bad. They found the creepy fake White House set. Remember all those speeches? Usually presidents do things in the Oval Office, but then they had these weird little setup. And a lot of people, right in the beginning, when there was a lot of conspiracy theories going around that it was just a big fake presidency, and that it was there was a good hypothesis out there that it could have been an interregnum and that we had two different presidents at the same time. And that the whole Biden thing was all a big setup. So here's Alina Habba, saying that she had cracked the case and she had found this mysterious set at the White House.
You guys, I just finished a show. Look at the room that they put me in. We're in Biden's fake Oval Office, everybody.
She is doing a little video clip here from that odd set, the fake Oval Office, from where Biden made so many different speeches. And you'll see why here in a second.
This out. I now know why. I now get it. Turn the camera around. There is a screen, teleprompter to the face. All I can say is the last administration was a disgrace.
Okay, so there we go. You got a teleprompter right here so that Joe Biden could just read from there. Kept it nice and close. Yeah, he just wasn't all there. He was fading. It was a puppet presidency on a big fake set. It's clear that Trump is, we know where the buck stops, and Trump is in charge. And he doesn't need a teleprompter. He can speak for hours off the cuff and take hundreds of questions, unlike Biden, which they protected, who had to run off of his teleprompters and his note cards and just could not answer questions and had all of his little people protecting him. So that was wild.